Hello friends, thank you for joining us on day 6 of the 21 days fasting and prayer, 21 days of intervention that we also call research. If this is blessing you, I want to consider sharing this video, putting a comment in the chat box and sharing the video with somebody either on any of the social media platform or WhatsApp. Today I want to talk about this. Is it that God is not answering my prayers or I'm not praying the right way? When most people pray and for some reason when they don't have the result they want, there is that sudden conclusion that God is not answering my prayers. But the Bible itself helps us to know that not all prayers that are offered really gets to God or receives a response. And it's not because God is not answering, it's because the way the prayer is prayed or offered, it's offered in a way that will not produce result. So today I want to give you just one step, and I'm going to do that throughout this week, just vital tips that will move your prayer from just praying to a prayer that moves mountain. It's going to change your prayer from just a place of relegation to elevation. You're going to become that kind of person that people can come to and say, when you pray, something happened. We've seen the difference because of your prayer. Just recently, a man sent me a testimony and he said that, he literally was born with 3 scotchums. Actually, the third one was a growth in the scotrum, and as we began to pray at the next level prayers, the growth disappeared instantly. It was unimaginable. The question is that how can I begin to pray with that kind of authority and see that kind of result? Is it for some selected few or for every other person? This is what the Bible teaches on the kind of prayer that works. James chapter 5 verse 16. It says in the latter part that the effective fervent prayer of the righteous man makes tremendous power available. The Amplified Bible explains it further. It says the heartfelt prayer. Most times when people pray, it's almost like a creed. They're reading something. Some people go to prayer using big words. I don't know if they really want to impress God. They say, Heavenly Father that sits on divine majesty, that dwells in unapproachable light. And as much as that is wonderful, that's not what makes prayer powerful. What makes prayer powerful is that your prayer is heartfelt. Any prayer that cannot touch you can touch nothing. The first thing that prayer needs to do is to touch you. You must feel it. It must be heartfelt. It must burn with your spirit. It must burn with your soul. It must consume you. Listen, people say sometimes, why do you get passionate and maybe raise your voice in prayer? We don't plan to get passionate and raise our voice in prayer. But what happens is this. It's just an outward expression of the inward consumption. It's almost as though we're consumed by the prayer we're praying. Heartfelt prayer, number 1, it touches you. So it touches you. So you're praying about the job and you're like, I don't know, and this and that. See, does it touch you? Number 2, it's sincere. It's sincere. Are you sincere? I know, are you sincere? Some people, listen, God can see through your motives. God can see through the things you're going through. God can see through it. You're like, God, whatever you want, I want. But God can see that's not what you mean. God can see you want something else. Are you sincere? Number 3, is the prayer strong within you? Is the prayer deep within you? Is the prayer a genuine prayer? What's the motive of a prayer? Just remember today, the prayer that will bring result must be heartfelt. A lot of people talk, but their heart is empty. And the Bible calls it vain prayer. If you want your prayer to carry that power, to release that power that can bring about a change, the prayer must not just be heavy in your mouth. It must be heavy, deep, strong, and sincere in your heart. If this blessed you, I want to put a comment, share with your friends. And remember, next level prayers tomorrow. Join me. It's a mighty time of prayer as we fast and pray. Invite your friends.